The Leo and Danny show. I just went to the bathroom. While I was in there, I hear Brooks say, yeah, man, I'm in a weird place in my life. I've given up on women and men. What's been going on, Brooks?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Talk to me, babe.
Well, first off, this is a good thing, but I've been 2 months sober. Tomorrow will be 2 months since Johnny, and so
obligatory.
What
do you mean since Johnny?
Well, I went on Johnny Mitchell's show, and that March 10th, that marks my sobriety date.
No shit. So that was the last time you drank.
It's interesting that you invite. Yeah.
Wow.
That evening, it was because it was during your podcast in particular that I kind of was able, looked back on my life the past several years, was just had no choice but to sort of face the man that I had become. And I was not happy with him.
So the man you had become was, because I remember it kind of started off as a joke, but the bit became on that show. The bit was, I don't think you're really gay, dude. I think you just smash chicks. I think it's just a device to get more puss, which is brilliant. I wasn't even putting you down, but something about that interview really made you look inward. And I remember we were DMing and stuff, and
don't
you were
on this show, please.
What's that?
I just don't think that
you said inward. He thought you said N-word.
Yeah.
It was a joke. But
oh, that was good. Was that? Oh, okay.
It was racially charged.
Wait, I can't say the N-word on here?
Go ahead. No.
All right, but I never claimed to be gay. So I have some oral verse bottom tendencies that we don't need to get into.
And just explain. Just define oral verse bottom or whatever the fuck you just said.
Look it up on Grindr.
No, please tell us what you're talking about.
Just sounds like a Mexican wrestling match. Oral versus bottom.
Basically, put enough drugs in you and anything's possible.
Come on, elaborate a little bit, Brooks.
Yeah.
Please.
A little Coke in the asshole I call it a frozen margarita.
Sure. Mix that with a popper. Anything will fit right in. Brooks, just elaborate on the oral versus bottom thing and maybe tell us a little bit about your relation to Grindr.
Okay, well, it's no longer on my phone.
That's a start.
Hold on, let me look.
Just on the computer. Just so I only check it twice a day now.
The desktop HTML version. That's it. Runs a little slower, not as convenient with the messaging.
I never had sex with guys. I would, from time to time. Sometimes you just gotta suck a dick for the boys, You
sound like a rat dick right now. You sound like rat dick Ralph.
Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for the boys.
Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for the boys.
Does that mean drugs? Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for drugs. That makes a little more sense.
It's a bit of an innuendo.
Or if you have 2 young sons and you have to pay for their college tuition by sucking dick. That's
there's
there's
a dean of admissions, right?
well, long story short, I was on Johnny Mitchell's podcast.
It's like, hey, I don't know. If you care about your kid's future,
it's impossible. You have 2 incredible podcast hosts. It's almost impossible to get a word in edgewise. I've discovered here.
We're sorry. You know what this is. You know what our podcasting is like when we have sidekicks on. It's like being a Thanksgiving.
I thought I was a guest. Now I've been completely. I'm demoted to sidekick.
Sidekick is above guest. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't want to. I want
Richter is above whoever sits on the couch next to Conan.
I'm just here for the day, just to be an asshole, and then I get to leave. You're part of the family. You know what I mean? This is like you know what it's like. It's like being at a big poor Irish Thanksgiving, and there's 18 kids and only food for 8. You gotta just, it's a scramble. You gotta just fucking throw it out, dude.
That's another thing is I want to feel like I'm part of the family, but also now I feel as though I've entered the days where quote unquote pussy coordinating has brought me a great deal of darkness into my life.
I think it's because people don't understand the definition of pussy coordinator. It's not just that you get a lot of pussy, it's that you just have a lot of friends that are chicks. So if we need girls for videos.
But then also a lot of times the girls that are my friends, they hear this nickname and then I'm no longer friends with them.
Well, pussy coordination really sounds like fancy jargon for a pimp, which mad respect for that.
I don't want to be that anymore. I've given up on women and men.
Those make the best pimps though. The best pimps are the guys that don't need pussy. All they care about is the money.
I don't want money.
You're gonna talk.
I don't care about money. I just wanted to be. All I wanted was to be an artist, and even that's failing.
No, come on, man.
My one hope is that my apprentice Dino will surpass me faster than sooner than later.
Well, dude, you got a great fucking online following, man. Their fans love you. Like you got some heat, bro. Start selling your fucking prints.
I spin. But the thing is, I can't.
Let's back up a little bit, Brooks, because you've gotten sober, and that's fucking great. You borrowed a book from me. You're trying to find some motivation, get a little more disciplined. But doing those things doesn't mean you have to become humble to the point where you're depressed and you no longer have willpower. You can still...
Willpower's hard, yeah.
You seem like you're guilty for things you've done in your past, and now you're just rolling over and letting life pass you by.
I just got
for
out
that.
of a very intense relationship with someone who ultimately basically it always came back to like... Basically the last thing that she said, and then I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
What was the last thing she said?
Basically, she
Into the mic if you don't mind, Brooks.
I just can't be with somebody who is a pussy coordinator.
Pussy coordinator.
That sounds like again.
Sounds like a pussy you can do a backflip. It's a coordinated pussy.
It sounds like middle management. It sounds
Pussy
like you have a
coordinator?
tighter. Yeah, I am the pussy coordinator.
It's like it's the nickname, the slang name for the guy at the wedding who figures out where the women sit. He's the pussy coordinator.
Well,
My name's Brooks. I'm a pussy coordinator. Here's my card.
it was probably too soon. It was probably too soon having just become sober to be like, you know what? No, I can my life's together now. I can find a good woman and, try to really focus on being a better person and stray away from my dark past that was brought into light in the Johnny Mitchell show. And then it slowly became me reliving my dark past, and like she would find videos, and then I got that basically there was I had this opportunity that I was going to get a lot of money for this to do this, like, because I do all these special effects on my videos, and then I had this opportunity where I was going to do this commercial for, I don't even remember the name, some like t-shirt company thing, and it was basically, they wanted me to do a power, because I do these very
Is this company?
I do these Power Ranger-esque like special effects videos, which get like 100 views. Like no one watches them, but somehow
They're really good.
Some people, someone found it and was trying to get me to do this, and then that was kind of the. Then I guess it was this podcast. I don't even know what particular it was on this podcast
Sure.
I said, but they found it and they were like, we've decided no longer to work with you. And I was like, well, fuck.
But let me say this, Brooks.
I dug my own grave.
Well, it's smart that you're back on this show after losing a big gig,
But-
after being on this show.
I mean, let me say this, Brooks. What has brought you more in life, though? What has brought you more potential income and happiness and profile on the internet? All the scummy stuff you've done over the years and all of the work you've put into your YouTube channel and your paintings and your collaborations, or a potential paycheck from some company you can't even remember the fucking name of?
Right.
Why are you hung up on this little deal that went south? Fuck them.
Well, it's not about the deal as much as it is.
What numbers are we talking? Come on, spit it.
It was
What number?
$8,000 a lot for me.
Okay,
so.
sure.
Okay.
But it was more so. It was more so a symptom of a much larger problem. Where this wasn't the first time that it was more so the fact that me, quote unquote, pussy coordinating had kind of just I also associate it with this time in my life where I'm drinking every single day, shredding Adderall left and right. Who knows, whatever else I had to do when I'm coming down off the Adderall. Just like I was in a bad place, and I just kept numbing myself because I was like, you know what, I feel like shit, so I've got to do the next thing that makes me not feel like shit.
Yeah.
So I was living a very reckless and completely a lifestyle where it was not sustainable, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling really good. I got sober, I was feeling really good. I meet this girl who to be honest, I straight up fell in love with, and then all of that, and then it slowly became this would appear, this video of me, there's one girl who I'm still friends with, licking my tongue, all of a sudden that became a problem, all
Sure.
these things, and then I'm losing opportunities because, and then it's all oh, well, maybe you're losing this because of the way it used to be, and moving forward, especially my sobriety, I want to continue to have continue to develop and have good positive relationships with people, but I also want to use it as sort of a learning experience. I want to focus more on my art than being someone who is quote unquote coordinating pussy. I know that is a nickname that was given to me, but at this point I'm just I'd like to really, I'd like to move past all of that because it just brings me to this place in my life where I'm you
hear that,
dark
fans?
place.
If you want cunt, find it yourself. He is out of the business.
Maybe
I'm
the
the one who's in
fam-
trouble. He was the guy who coordinated. You coordinated pussy for the Danny Mullen
I'm just
channel.
hoping that I'm worth more than just doing that, is what I'm saying.
Brooks, you're a Renaissance man, bro.
Here's what I think. First of all, I think one of the rules of sobriety is you're not supposed to get into a relationship right after you sober up.
I wasn't working a 12-step program or anything, and so I did not people are telling me that now, and I'm like, I probably
is Mudflap your sponsor?
No, in fact, Mudflap just told me that if I killed myself, then my paintings would be worth more money. So thanks, Muddy.
That's amazing, dude. That's incredible advice.
I love you too, Mudflap. He was joking, but I put that in the group chat. Well, by the way, Nico was posting way too many appropriate things in the group chat.
Appropriate or inappropriate?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, he's probably
Dude,
drinking.
Nico sent us a picture of a girl with her entire asshole flipped inside out.
That's a pink sock, so good for him. He might be our new pussy coordinator. But Brooks,
I'm trying to get I have been teaching King Croc, actually. We've been having some private sessions where I have been
about pussy.
We've been going out on Instagram Live and having King Croc hit on chicks.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. I saw it firsthand in Yosemite. It was great. But Brooks, it seems to me like right now you're really bummed about a relationship ending, and therefore you're looking back on your recent past in this dark lens.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's totally fair. I agree that the way you were living as far as Adderall and booze and pills and staying up late and dating porn stars was not good.
Wow.
But the essence of what you were doing,
shred Adderall,
which is
fucking have pussy thrown at me so much I don't even know what to do with it. Oh, fuck you, dude.
The essence of what you've been doing, though, is you've been hanging out with influential people. You've been raising your profile as an artist, and you've been getting better at your art. I think all that is really positive stuff.
Yeah. And now that you're sober, great. It's time to fucking level up. Step it up a notch, you know? Right?
Absolutely.
This is all
I didn't realize that.
bro.
I didn't know that the Leo and Danny show became the Danny.
You're a therapist. You're a therapist.
Danny's therapy show.
And also, you need to think of it like this. So you fell for this one girl. You and I know very well, I'm sure, we've fallen for enough fucking broads, that the girl that your body and your mind is attracted to, those things being true does not mean at all that she is actually the right girl for you.
Correct.
Do you know how many times I lied to myself about my first girlfriend, convinced myself she was marriage material, all of her shortcomings, all of our glaring deficiencies as far as communication and compatibility could be overlooked?
Right. I'm like, Danny, we're in Tijuana and she's a stripper, dude. Come on. We got
Danny,
fucking...
there is still donkey cum leaking out of her body. You got to call this off, man. I don't.
Danny,
I'm your best man. Listen
she's
to
in
me.
love with the donkey, dude.
He's over there at that table. You can't marry this chick. Brooks. Yeah, dude, you probably just fell for this chick because she was the first available hot girl who liked you.
Yeah.
And
You were coming off pills and booze, and your emotions, your brain was literally, your neurochemistry was all fucking out of whack trying to repair itself. Yeah. And so you were vulnerable, man.
And also, I forgot my point. Listen to me. I'm going to look at you in the eyes for a second, and my point's going to come back to me. I don't know.
Those baby, all I need are the baby blues, and things are right back on track.
You just want to make eye contact? I thought you gave up men, Brooks.
Oh, dude. Well, I think I do need to. I set these weird absolutes for myself.
And who's giving up men too? By the way, it's 2021. I'm giving up women.
I'm giving up everything until I. This is kind of, and people. I tell people this, and they're like, "You are completely stupid for this." Like, I came to LA, I started a new Instagram, and I was like, I will not return to North Carolina until I have 10,000 followers. It's been like over 2 years, and I still. It was especially hard for Mother's Day. Like, I haven't seen my family in over 2 years, and it's such a stupid thing to like 10,000 followers. Like, you throw a fucking like dollar, like a golden dollar down the street, and you hit like two people with like 3 million followers.
It'd be funny if he got
like,
super famous and returned to his North Carolina town, and they just beat him to death for being gay.
Well, ultimately, it's like, I haven't seen my family. I worked so hard to make my name a name for myself as an artist, and so it can be definitely, you can feel very like. I feel defeated. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel defeated from time to time.
Okay, Brooks. I remember what I was gonna say. We talked earlier about how we probably do, all of us in this room, need to find a woman who is a little bit quote unquote based, which Austin had to explain that term to me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I didn't know either. It just means
turkey based?
If not conservative, certainly not politically correct.
It means like, it's sort of like a parody of the word woke, but like the right version of it. Sort of like you're grounded in reality. Like, like if a chick says, maybe it's a bad idea for girls to have sex with 50 different guys a day. Maybe that's not sexually liberating. Maybe that's an unhealthy lifestyle. That's based. It's when you say those like truths that you're not supposed to say.
Wait, it's normal?
Yeah.
So we're talking, a chick that's not batshit.
Like, hey, the government taking half of your income.
Yeah.
That's probably not based.
Yeah, which people would be afraid to say that out here in LA. I think you found the wrong chick, Brooks. And how long ago was this breakup? Because you seem fucked up right
What's
now.
her Instagram? Let's look her up right now.
No. That's the last thing I want to do. Because I care about her.
He's joking.
Because the thing is, I just blocked her on literally everything because I was like,
this is serious. This is serious.
Well, the thing is, I knew I was going to try crying and going back to her because, and it would have been unhealthy. This is the second time because of the pussy coordination situation that she had broken up with me via text. And I'm just like, that's so unhealthy and terrible for me. And so like I had to like cut myself off because I would have crawled back crying. I cried more times with her in like 2 months than I have with like anyone. And so... it was 2 days ago, pretty much 2 days ago.
Wow.
And yesterday, pretty much, I trained Dino a little bit. Dino, the main thing that really did it was I do painting streams with Dino, and Dino has to paint whatever people donate, like $1 1 minute. Dino painted a bunch of swastikas and dicks, and like I think it was a dick that had a female symbol was attached to on a leash with money as a thought bubble. That's what did it.
Hold on, can we have a fan send in?
That hit her personally.
Can we have a fan send in artwork with swastikas, but the ends of the swastikas are penises, like a penis swastika? That sounds amazing.
Make it rainbow too.
Come on to the live stream and make Dino and donate for Dino to destroy my next relationship, please.
I like that, dude.
No, the live streams with Dino are fun, and Dino has gotten to be extremely good at painting in a very short amount of time. So I'm very proud for that.
Well, he's going to prove that today. We're going to have a little draw off.
Okay.
But Brooks, I think this is just all really fresh. Yeah. I think you blowing up this pussy coordinator thing as if it's a title that everybody in Los Angeles knows you for is a little ridiculous. It's a nickname that some people have for you on my channel.
It's not.
Other than that, you're just a guy who's been with girls.
It's not about blowing it up. It's more so about the situations which have occurred. It's not. It's like the amount of quote unquote pussy that I have lost based on this title, it far supersedes, like you were saying earlier, the pussy that
everybody's just losing pussy from being around Danny Mullen.
It's like, I don't know why girls don't want to be with someone whose name is Pussy Coordinator. It's not based.
And also, okay, you just said the amount of pussy you've lost from that title is way more than the pussy you've gotten. Brooks, I've seen at least 5 videos of you immersed in an orgy with all chicks. So I've probably seen your penis go into at least 15 pussies. What are you talking about that this has lost you more girls than it's gotten you?
All right, well, I should stop referring to women as pussy. That is probably
holes, gash, correct.
Sets.
Slit.
That's what.
That's crock.
I like that.
Crock calls girls sets. I'm just like, what's up? But no, it's
he calls one girl a set. I thought a set was at least a group of girls.
I think that if I am actually intending to attract a girl like who is someone that I would want to be with for the rest of my life, it makes sense that they would not want to, I doubt I would want to date someone who would want to be referred to as someone who had been coordinated.
My girlfriend, I told her recently a story of me and Adam Fu double vaginaling a chick in Las Vegas. And she dealt with that information. My girlfriend has had to deal with a parade of videos of me making out with other girls, be they fat, African, Asian, Polynesian. She's dealt with all of that. She dealt with the hottest fan contest.
Mia is based. She is based.
The hottest fan contest was a video I did last April where the hottest fangirls from the channel showed their tits to compete with each other, talked about what they would do to me if we were on a deserted island alone. She's put up with all that, man. The girls are out there that have a sense of humor, who aren't looking to settle down with a CPA type and have 2.5 kids.
And it's so much better when you have a chick with a fucking sense of humor.
But I've given up all women.
I've given
up all women at this point, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
All right, great. So we are going full homosexual. So this is what we're going to do.
And men, giving up all sex.
Asexual.
That's the new nickname.
I like it.
Well, I still want to prove, my worth as a person just as an artist. And so I feel as though if I can become a successful artist, then maybe I will reconsider breaking my my abstinence. But
Brooks, I think I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you out to dinner, making out with your dog. You know what I mean? You're just done with humans.
bestiality is on the table. Bestiality is on the table. I'm not removing that. Okay.
What
Isn't like the character and the person behind the art like almost more important though? Like 9 times out of 10 when it comes to like famous artists,
It
it's
depends.
like
Sometimes
the
you need
history
to
of their
remove
life.
the artist from the art, and you
That's
have
what
to
I
do
say
it.
when I put on the fucking Cosby Show.
I feel like if you remove the art from the artist, it's just
this
some
is
cool
a great
image from
uplifting show for
Fiverr.
black people.
Not necessarily.
That's-
John
we're not trying to
Wayne.
look at
John Wayne.
Hitler's early watercolors.
Let's look at
We're doing
the
our own
paintings.
show over
The
here.
paintings of John Wayne Gacy, for instance. Like John Wayne
There's
Gacy.
an artist right there.
Yeah, exactly. John Wayne
Love
Gacy.
those clowns.
Would you
Love
have?
that guy,
Would
yeah.
you like the clowns if you didn't realize that they were painted by John Wayne Gacy?
I think I probably like the paintings more knowing that they're made by John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy.
Exactly. So
I
I'm saying
hate
it can
kids,
vice
so
versa.
I'm pro whatever he did. I hate children.
They were teenagers.
Yeah.
So after saying that, Brooks, you got to stop beating yourself up and trying to relinquish your art
Yep.
and pussy coordination
I'm not relinquishing
over
my art.
one dumb piece of gash.
Yep. That's all
Well,
she
I'm
is.
not
is a slit, dude.
relinquishing my art. I want to focus on my art and being more respectful towards women.
You've never been disrespectful toward women. All the women you've slept with and been around, I've never seen you do anything disrespectful toward them.
Yeah.
They've wanted to fuck you and you fucked them back. It was all willing. Everybody was a consenting adult. Look at you. Look at your hair and your tattoos. What the fuck else are you supposed to
Yeah.
do but be a bisexual drug addict? No
Yeah.
longer a drug addict, though.
Yeah.
Now you're sober. This is you, dude. Quit turning your back on your essence.
This is wholesome. I gotta tell you. Thank you, Danny.
Brooks is the kind of guy
The
that
man.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it.
Brooks is the kind of
sir.
guy to have affairs with married women. Like he's you know what I mean?
I'm never gonna be married. I'm just gonna be the affair.
We're the guys that get rich and neglect our wives, and then they go sneaking around with like cool artists, like in their loft. You know what I mean? In their Soho loft.
Yeah.
You know, and he just bangs them out. Makes them
Well,
come.
make love to them. Make love to them. All right.
What?
Sure, but I mean,
You're-
it's you
I'm
know,
trying to be respectful.
but you're making them fucking orgasm the way we don't.
Oh, my
Well, some of us don't need pills for.
Yeah,
Shut up, Brooks. Okay, I'm going to give you another little pep talk when we're off mics here. You're going to be the
Gotta take a
same
piss.
you, just minus this bitch. How about that?
Well, and minus the pussy coordinator
Okay.
title.
I think, does anybody in your real life ever refer to you or know you as pussy coordinator? I'm
Yeah,
sure some kids, a lot of kids from the Danny Mullen channel, I'm sure know you as that, but who else?
It's come up amongst other creators that it's just sort of one of those things where it's like now I have become known as pussy coordinator. I want to keep doing things just with maybe call me like because Fan Jerry, he doesn't seem like he's doing, maybe just call me Fan Jerry. Maybe I'd take Fan Jerry's title.
Just call Brooks Fan Jerry.
We can trade. I'll be the new Fan Jerry.
How about cock coordinator Carl? You're scaring me with all this talk about laying off the broads.
No, how about just Brooks? And then yeah.
We do need to find, I want to get a successor to Rat Dick Ralph and call him Mousecock Mike. We need our Mousecock Mike.
We can find a mousecock mic.
Easily. We got to work with Rat Dick. We worked from the name forward. With Mousecock Mike, we just need to get a gaggle of fans and see all their penises.
Yeah.
Smallest cock is Mousecock Mike.
That's good. Oh,
Yeah.
you need a fan meetup. Smallest cock is mousecock Mike.
Maybe I can just put out the word on, not Twitter because my Twitter account got deleted.